Guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the PS2 Collector, episode 44. Now, if you watched our previous episode, we have reached 300 games out of 4,376. If you look at the mathematical percentage, we haven't even reached about 10% yet. So there's loads of more games to find. And guys, yet again, on this episode today, I picked up yet another 5 games for me to share. Let's see what we got this time. Right guys, so let's start off with the first game of this video, game number 301, and that is European exclusive Alpine Skiing 2005. So I'm gonna say it off the bat, if when it comes to winter sports, if there is one game that I can recommend, is EA's SSX Tricky, because that game is arguably, don't forget arguably, that is indefinitely the greatest winter sport game of all time. If you want to argue that, in the comments below, because I can't see where you can get an argument from. But back to the game. It's a tough sell. I can see why it's a European exclusive, because if you look at all the skiing, all the best skiers, they all come across Europe, such as Slovenia, Denmark, Sweden, winter countries such as that. They are home of skiing. I know there's countries outside Europe, such as Canada and America, but the hotspot is easily Europe. And again, how do I recommend this game? I can only recommend to people who like skiing, or if you want to see the best skiing simulator, Alpine Skiing is it. Is it one of my favorite games? No. If it's SX Tricky, I'll go for that. But Alpine Skiing, nah. And guys, that's game number 301, Alpine Skiing 2005, a European exclusive. Right, so on to the next game, game number 302. Now this is a blind buy, and guess what guys, it's a European and Japanese exclusive, and that is Extreme Express World Grand Prix. When I first looked at it, a train racing game, how does that even work? Like a train racing game. The front cover, if you look at it, reminds me of Burnout, but when I've played it, it's like I'm playing it wrong. It's like I have to learn the game in depth, but then again, it's not fun. It's a tough one. If I learn it more, if I get to, spend more time with it, I can understand the game to its full potential. But it gives me the shovelware vibes, if that makes sense. I don't know about this game. This game is a bit weird. There's fun to be had if you play the right way, if that makes sense. And it's gonna be a tough sell, people. It's gonna be a tough sell. I don't know who to recommend this game to. I know there's loads of people who like train simulators, but a train racing game, not a terrible one. It's like they had the It's like they had the right idea, but they executed it wrong. They should have made the game, especially the controls, more friendly to the player. But it's like they wanted you to play and learn the game to its full potential. And guys, what I'm gonna say is, I do recommend these games for people who like racing, especially people who like train simulators. But you have to, learn the game in depth, or else you're gonna keep derailing off the track. You must control your speeds, and you also sometimes have to race in reverse. There's multiple levels, and I'm surprised that this game was not released in North America, because there's a lot of tracks from North America, or levels from North America in this game, and it's surprising that it did not get a North American release. But guys, a weird one, but that's the beauty of the PS2. You get some weird games. This game's not bad and not good either. Is it shovelware? Yes, but it's a good shovelware game at that. And that is game number 302, the weird and interesting Extreme Express World Grand Prix. So on to the next game, game number 303, and it's a Star Trek game, and that is Star Trek Shattered Universe. The first time I played this game was a couple of days ago, and I can see why the game got negative reviews, because there was no depth to the game. The only thing that was good about this game is the story, because the story is quite engaging. but the game is really difficult. And again, I've not played that much into it. If you have, leave in the comments below, is this game worth it? Did this game get treated harshly with the review that it got? Leave it in the comments below. But if I'd recommend this game, therefore for people who like shooters, or if they're Star Trek fans, and now trust me, there's loads of Star Trek fans out there, let me tell you. But yeah, for me, I'll only recommend to them. I'll only recommend it to the Star Trek fans, and that is game number 303, Star Trek Shattered Universe. Right, so on to the next game, game number 304. Now hear me out, people, this might be a hidden gem because I played it recently, and that is Mace Griffin, Bounty Hunter. So it's all about this character who's a bounty hunter in space. So this game, with loads of PS2 games, if they spent more time on it, polishing it, it would have been a greater game than it actually was. But this game, you can tell, was not completely finished. They tried to implement loads of ideas, but the story is not engaging whatsoever. Just give you a brief mission and just go on to levels. But the graphics and the first person shooter aspect is quite great and quite solid. It reminds me of Duke Nukem / Doom. But again, it's another great first person shooter. And guys, I've only played the first level and it's definitely got my interest. But however, if you have played the game at its fullest, please let me know. Is this game a really great game to play? Let me know in the comments below, because there's loads of PS2 games that I never played back in the day, especially with first person shooters, because this came out when Halo 2 was out. So at the time, Halo 2 was arguably the best first person shooter in history, and there were loads of clones trying to replicate it. Is Mace Griffin up there with Halo? I don't think so, but I'll leave it to you guys. So guys, that's game number 304, the interesting Mace Griffin, Bounty Hunter from space. Alright guys, so on to the final game of this video, game number 305, and that is Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. So when it comes to Indiana Jones in the video game market, it's been a very bad history, and it's due to that history that this game bombed, in my opinion, because this game's not that bad. Developed by LucasArts. LucasArts did a really good job to try to make the game feel as authentic to the movie, and you gotta commend that. And this game unfortunately did not do well, and Indiana Jones is very hard for them to create an Indiana Jones game. Until now, we got one on the PS5. I don't think we got games from Indiana Jones on the PS3 or the PS4, might be wrong, but I'll look that up. But yeah, this game or character has inspired games like Tomb Raider and games like Uncharted, but they should remember that Indiana Jones was the original Lara Croft and the original Cole. So yeah, it's a very decent game, pays homage to the movie. The level designs are very good and geniusly designed. I know there's no checkpoints, I know there's checkpoints are very hard to get in this game, but it is fair. This game is fair, not that difficult, and definitely worth playing. If you do enjoy Indiana Jones games, which I don't know if anyone does, but this one, trust me people, if you want to give Indiana Jones a second chance, give this one a go. That's how I'm going to end it. If you like Indiana Jones but despise the games, this game might change your mind. And my friends, that is game number 305, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, a very underrated game. And guys, that's the final game of this video. And what else can I say? We've got 305 games. We still got long way to go yet. Very long way to go. But I'm inspired to get them. I'm inspired to get them all. And guys, I know it's been 305 games. We've seen some absolute big hits. We've seen some trash. And we've seen some that, especially this episode today with the train game, just test your mind of saying, do I like this game or do I not like this game? But again guys, it's been a very good and interesting episode. And guys, If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do, as it helps the channel a lot. Anyways guys, as always, until next time.